What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Darrion again, coming to you live with another video from the Spotlight Sports Talk, and we're doing Week 7 NFL DraftKings picks. Now, if you did not subscribe to our channel yet, I will consider you or suggest that you subscribe to our channel to get the latest news around fantasy football from DraftKings, FanDuel, ESPN, Yahoo, and all those other channels. And hopefully that you can subscribe to us at that channel. So what we're going to do is we're going to just do Sunday only. I'm not doing the Thursday slate, and I will not be doing the Monday slate for this. I'm just doing it all Sunday slate from 1 o'clock to 8:30 Sunday night. We're going to start with a bit of GPP play with a few quarterbacks. The first quarterback I do have on my list here, I do have Dak Prescott at 31. At 7,300 here. Dak Prescott completed 25 of 36 passes for 251 yards and three touchdowns. Sorry, three touchdowns and one interception during Sunday's loss, 35-31 to the Packers. They did have a bye week, but his numbers is growing since the start of the season. Last game he did have 30.7 DraftKings points against a kind of a vulnerable defense in the San Francisco 49ers here. We do have San Francisco that's ranked 27th against the pass and ranked 18th against the rush. So total defense, they are ranked 27th. So there will definitely be a valuable pick to pick up Dak Prescott this week for DraftKings. And we're going to go back here. In the next one, I do have on my list, I do have Marcus Mariota right here for 6,900. Now, this is going to be a great matchup because he's going up against Cleveland. This is a very nice pick if you don't want to go with Dak Prescott. And the reason why I will say that because he did have a rough time. You know, he did play good on Monday Night Football, but he has a better matchup with the Cleveland Browns, which their matchup is not really that. This matchup is really not good for the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns do rank 30th in the league in total defense. They give up 310.7 yards a game. They give up 24.8 points a game. And hopefully Marcus Mariota can go off. You know, you can stack him with Rashard Matthews or you can stack him with Delanie Walker. We'll get into that another time. And my third quarterback that I do have is DeShone Kizer. DeShone Kizer or Kevin Hogan, no matter who's the starter is this week. But I'm going to go with DeShone Kizer. He's going up against a Tennessee defense that's ranked 27th as well. I mean, I think it says total yards per game is ranked 17th, but the rushing yards they rank 16th, and passing they rank against 19th for 231.2 yards a game. So it has been announced that DeShone Kizer will reclaim the starting quarterback duties against the Titans. This should be a good matchup, knowing that defense haven't really been that well. We already know that DeShone Kizer has 3 TDs and 9 interceptions on the game, but I think this game will be very, very competitive because both defenses are not that good. So I'm gonna go with DeShone Kizer and GPP play as well. So my next, we're gonna go to the running back position. The running back position that we got here, I do have LeSean McCoy as my top running back in GPP play. This guy is really awesome. He rushed for 19 times for 63 yards, but he caught 6 passes for 26 yards in the loss against Cincinnati. One of his second lowest DraftKings points. But I think against this defense, against Tampa Bay's defense, which is ranked 30th in the NFL in overall defense, I really think LeSean McCoy will have his breakout game against the running game. Adrian Peterson had it last week. I think he had like 170 something rushing yards on his first day over in Arizona. So look for Sean McCoy to have a big day and give him the ball more against this Tampa Bay defense. The next running back that I do have on my list is Christian McCaffrey with 6,100. Now, Christian McCaffrey doesn't really get enough touches As far as with rushing the football, I think he should get enough, but he does get a lot of catches and a lot of targets out of the receiving game. The last, you see it. His yard is just not really good as far as rushing, but as receiving yards, you see it right here. 10 receptions, last game he had on 14 targets, and I feel like with the Chicago Bears defense, they are ranked 6th in total defense, but I do feel like as him being a running back and a wide receiver at the same time, this could be a dual threat for Christian McCaffrey, knowing that Jonathan Stewart has not lived up to the hype this year, and hopefully that Christian McCaffrey can get some rushes and get some touches at the running back position to help them. They just definitely need a 1-2 punch, knowing that Whitaker is out as of right now. But he definitely put on a great game against the Philadelphia Eagles last week. But this Bears defense is really tough, and hopefully he could get some out of the backfield, rushing the football and catching the football. The next running back that we have, I do have Carlos Hyde in here as well, and Carlos Hyde at 5,900. Carlos Hyde definitely touches has went down a lot. He only had 13 rushes for 28 yards. Offensive line is not really blocking, but I do like this matchup against Dallas that give up a lot of rushing yards. That's what they did against Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones ran all over them the last time Dallas defense played. But I do like the targets and receiving that he gets 5 receptions on 6 targets. Then he got an overall 10 targets and 19 targets, but he still gets touchdowns. That's where I like Carlos Hyde. He still gets in the end zone. He had 2 touchdowns last week, and he had 24.5 DraftKings points. The Niners is not looking to trade Hyde. He's the number 1 value pick outside of Pierre Garcon. So I could definitely see Carlos Hyde having a big day against this Dallas defense. The next position that we got up here is wide receiver. We're going to go with A.J. Green. My apologies. We're going to go with A.J. Green at this at 8,300. A.J. Green has just been one of the top receivers in this game, and he had 13 targets for 189 yards and a score Sunday over the Bills. He did fumble in that contest, but it really didn't affect him at all. If you look at his DraftKings points against his opponents, he had 21, 23, 19, and 33. That is really looking good as far as if you want. He's averaging 21.1 fantasy points with 32 receptions, 504 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the season. He did have 7 receptions on 13 targets for 189 yards. If you look at his targets, he's always getting targeted. The last 3 home games, he was targeted 31 times, and when he's away, he's targeted 20 times. That's just an overall matchup, but I do like him against a Pittsburgh Steelers defense that's really tough, but at the same time, I don't think the corners can really cover anybody. So I do like this matchup with A.J. Green against the Pittsburgh Steelers in the division rival game. And the next receiver that we got on our list here is Des Bryant at 7,800. Des Bryant is going to have a big game. I have him as my player of the week in at this position, and the reason why, because San Francisco's defense is definitely just not that good. Ranked 28th overall in defense, but they ranked 27th against the pass. And I really do like what Des Bryant is going to do in this game. If you look at, he averaged 13.1 DraftKings points, but he did have 5 receptions for 52 yards and a touchdown last time against Green Bay. If you look at his targets here, he do get targets besides week 3 against the Arizona Cardinals. He had 9 targets against the Giants, 16 targets against Denver. He gets the targets. He just got to get over the 100-yard mark this year in receiving. So hopefully he'll be my player of the week against a vulnerable 49ers defense. If you want to stack Prescott with Dez Bryant or either triple stacking with Ezekiel Elliott, that's fine with me. I'll definitely take that as well because the 49ers defense is just not that great. The next wide receiver we have on our list here is Jordy Nelson at 6,800. His numbers had went down. His value had went down as far as the salary wise. But if you look at his game log, last week he had 6 receptions on 10 targets for 60 yards and no touchdowns. But he averaged 15 DraftKings points a game. That was one of his highest targets this week out of the weeks that he played. He had 8 targets in week 1, 0 targets in week 2, 9 targets in week 3, and I really do like him this week against a New Orleans defense that had played good against Matthew Stafford, but Matthew Stafford had smaller and not really better receivers than Jordy Nelson. But I think they're gonna try to blitz Hartley. The backup quarterback for Aaron Rodgers, they're going to try to blitz him a lot. So he's going to get a lot of one-on-one action with these corners to see how good they really are. But I do like this matchup, Jordy Nelson against the New Orleans Saints. Other wide receivers that I like Pierre Garcon. Pierre Garcon is going to have a great game against the Dallas Cowboys. And this should be a high-scoring game. That's why I do have I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to find a player. But I see it's going to be a high-scoring game because both of these defenses are not good. But I do like Pierre Garcon, 5,800 versus the Dallas Cowboys. If you look at his game log here, 5 receptions on 12 targets, 55 yards. He didn't get in the end zone this week, but he do get nice amount of targets, 10, 5, 10, 8, 11, and 12. He definitely get a lot of targets, average at 13.2 DraftKings points. I do like his value here with the 49ers and hopefully whoever their quarterback is, if it's Bethard or Hoyer, either one, hopefully they go get the targets to Pierre Garcon. And I have Brandon Tate. Let me see if I can find him here. Just give me 1 second. But Brandon Tate from Buffalo with 3,500. He's definitely a good matchup this week. He did catch 2 passes for 25 yards in Sunday's loss to the Bengals, but he did put up a 58 return yard and 2 punt returns and a kickoff return. So he might get a bigger role this week, but this is something that I won't bank on. I won't put him in a few lineups. He's one of my sleeper picks. But you know all the targets is going to go to AJ Green. Not AJ Green. It's going to go to he plays for so he's going to get all the targets going to go to Jordan Matthews if he's playing. I'm sorry, I thought he played for the Bengals because of his jersey and everything. So I thought he played for the Bengals. But hopefully he could be a star in this matchup, knowing that the Bengals rank 30th in total defense and rank 31st. Not the Bengals, the Buccaneers. I'm sorry. They play the Buccaneers this week, so they are ranked 31st in pass defense. So he might go off if they try to double team AJ Green, but I do like this one as well. I do have a few others. You do have Flowers. I think it's Brandon Fowler, I guess. I'm going to find him real quick. Yes, Brandon. I think it's going to be Fowler right here. Sorry, not Matt Forte. I don't even like him at all this week. So I'm trying to find the guy. I apologize, y'all. But Benny Fowler, I do like him as well at wide receiver. He's going to be great, knowing Emmanuel Sanders is not going to be able to go this week. So he was the number 3 receiver in the last 5 weeks of the season, but Emmanuel Sanders not able to go this week. So I'm going to go with Benny Fowler this week to be the second target to Demaryius Thomas, and I feel like with this game log, he's getting some targets. He's not getting enough, but his matchup against the Chargers, they rank 4th against the pass, but they rank 18th in total defense. So hopefully, if they try to double team Demaryius Thomas or their tight ends, or get the help from Jamal Charles and Devin Booker and C.J. Anderson in the backfield, that will open up lanes for Benny Fowler to get some touches at this salary. So we could definitely go into tight ends now. The number 1 tight end that I have in GPP play is that I have Jimmy Graham. at 4,900. I do like his matchup this week with the New York Giants. The New York Giants ranked 27th in overall defense, and the Giants ranked 25th against the pass defense. He does get targets. I feel like ever since he came over from the New Orleans Saints, he has not been really effective. But I do like him against this vulnerable New York Giants defense. They're going to try to go attack after Lockett and Baldwin. So that's going to open up some lanes for Jimmy Graham. Last week he had 6 receptions on 8 targets for 31 yards and a touchdown. He's averaging 9.0 DraftKings points. But last week he had 15.7. And I do like this pick against this bad passer rank of the New York Giants. The next tight end that I have is Nick O'Leary. Let me see if I can find him real quick. Nick O'Leary, he's going to be 3,100. And the reason why I picked this tight end is because I think he's going to be very valuable to the Bills, knowing that Charles Clay is going to be sidelined with a knee injury. He's going to get some touches. He's going to get more touches knowing that he's going to have other pieces around him that's going to touch the football. So they're not really going to rely on him because the defense not really going to focus on him here. So I really do like him. He had 5 receptions on 6 targets for 54 yards, 10.8 yards a catch. He's going up against a Tampa Bay Buccaneers that's ranked 31st in the pass defense, but ranked overall 30th in total defense. I do like this matchup. Tampa Bay has not played well with all of those big names on that side of the football, and I really do like Nick O'Leary at 3,100. Very valuable, and it could help you pick your favorite, your high-ended players in other positions as far as running back, wide receiver, and quarterback, and even especially tight end. If you want to put him in the flex position at tight end, that'll be great for me, but I do like him here at 3,100. And the next one that we got here is Tyler KROFT. Tyler KROFT has definitely been great this year. Let me just find him real quick. Sorry, y'all. Tyler KROFT, he's at 3,000. He's just almost as cheap as Nick O'Leary, but he's going up against a Pittsburgh defense that I'm not really too impressed with. They said they ranked first against the pass and ranked third total, but I feel like they're going to try to go after AJ Green and his receivers there. But Tyler KROFT would definitely be a red zone type of play where you want him to be like another Tyler Eifert. And he only had 4 receptions on 5 targets for 38 yards last week. But I do like Tyler KROFT. He's like one of my last resorts at tight end if I really couldn't find anything, especially if I'm going with high-end players in other positions. But I do like this play here. This is, mind you, this is all GPP play. This is all GPP play, tournament play. I think he's going to be a great tournament play. But it comes down to the last resort. If he's not, if you can't get anybody around the 3,000 mark, this would be your best bet. This would be your best value pick at tight end. We could definitely go into defense. In defense, I only have 2 defenses that I like so far. I do like the Chargers defense. I do like the Chargers defense at 2,400. Their defense has been very stout. They made Derek Carr do a lot of uncomfortable things last week. Knowing with this Chargers defense, they ranked 14th against the pass and ranked 12th in total defense. Sorry, I had to take a drink of water. But he had to do he ranked 12th in total defense. So I do feel like with the Chargers, there is a tough matchup, but Trevor Siemian has not played well. And according to what happened last on Sunday Night Football, if you look at it, he had 2 interceptions, 1 sack. Against the Giants, they had 5 sacks. Against KC, they had 5 sacks. So I really do like this matchup. With the Denver Broncos knowing that line did not really hold up for Trevor Siemian last week. So I do like this matchup with the Chargers. And another defense that I really like that's on up and coming, and they're rising very well, is the Chicago Bears at 2,200. This Chicago Bear defense is definitely awesome. Like, I really do like how they've been playing football the last couple of weeks. They play. I mean, it was tough on them as far as what they play the Ravens, but the Ravens got a lot of their points through special teams. But as far as defensively, they had shut down Flacco. They had 2 touchdowns. I mean, 2 interceptions against them. 1 deflection, 3 sacks. If you see, they had 4 sacks in Minnesota, 2 sacks in Green Bay, 3 sacks in Pittsburgh. They had 2 sacks in Tampa Bay. They didn't. I mean, the first 4 weeks they couldn't even get a sack. Yeah, they could. They got 2 sacks in Atlanta, 2 sacks in Tampa Bay, 3 in Pittsburgh, 2 in Green Bay, 4 in Minnesota, and 3 in Baltimore. Wow. This defense, and for them to be 2,200, that is definitely cheap. I really do like this matchup with Carolina. If they could get to Cam Newton like the Philadelphia Eagles did, I really do like that matchup. Hopefully they got a matchup with Kelvin Benjamin, knowing that this defense is ranked 17th. They look better than what they say on paper, but I really do like this matchup with the Bears going in, playing at home as well. They play better at home. So I do like this matchup with this league. So I'm going to put a quick lineup together for y'all just to see. Just let me know what y'all think. But I am going to go with Dak Prescott at quarterback. Running back, I am going to go with Zeke Elliott. Me personally, I feel like I'm going to have this triple stack because 49ers defense is just that bad. But my second running back, I'm gonna go with Christian McCaffrey here. Because I'm gonna go with what I told y'all. Christian McCaffrey at wide receiver. I'm gonna go with AJ Green at 8,300. Des Bryant in a triple stack at 7,800. In my other wide receiver, I'm gonna go with Benny Fowler at 3,300. My tight end, I'm gonna go with I really do like Jimmy Graham here against the Giants defense at 4,900. But if you notice, I can't really do that with this defense here, so I gotta go back and change some things. So instead of Zeke Elliott, I would have him in a different lineup. I have him in a different lineup, so I gotta go with somebody else. Me personally, I'm gonna go with Carlos Hyde at 5,900. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna go with Carlos Hyde at 5,900. So yeah, now I can actually work with it, and I'm gonna go with I like the Bears. I don't know. I like the Chargers defense better than the Bears. I'm gonna go with the Chargers defense at 2,400, and at 4,000, I'm gonna go with probably another let me see, at 4,000. You could get a lot of people at 4,000 here. But me personally, I'm gonna go with Tyler Kroft. I'm gonna go with Tyler Kroft this week at 3,000. It does leave me with 1,000, and I could probably go up instead of Benny Fowler. I can go with the other wide receivers at 4,300. There's a few of them out there that have great matchups. You could definitely go with Ted Ginn. You could go with Ted Ginn Jr. at 4,100 as well. Ted Ginn has definitely had a sensational week last week. He did 4 receptions for 4 targets for 66 yards and a touchdown with 16.9 Draftkings points. So you could go with him as well. He could be your wild card. I won't put him in all my GPP lineups, but I do like him at this the way this lineup is set up. So this is one of my lineups that I do like this week on DraftKings for GPP play and tournament play only. I will be doing a cash one right after I do this video. Just like I said, if you didn't subscribe to the page and you're watching this video, I will consider and suggest that you subscribe, and please let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I really do appreciate all the opinions that y'all have in the comment section. So it's Darrion coming to you from the Spotlight Sports Show and the Sports Talk. I apologize, y'all, because I do two different shows, but it's Darrion from the Spotlight Sports Talk. This is my DraftKings Gpp picks, and make sure y'all win some money and have a good night.